Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Farid Ananta with the study number 122-123-020. And we're back at it again with Axels, mate. And now we're going to do like a little demonstration about the pivot table. So it is something that can be useful when you want to show your reports on certain data or something like that. So let's just start from how you create the pivot table. So first of all, you need to make sure that you create like the table for Excels. Like for example, I'm going to use Ctrl T to create the table by the Excel itself, the Excel version of the table, and just going to put it and make sure that the data has, well, basically, make sure that the database here is a concise data without empty data columns or rows, and make sure that it has headers as well. And let's create a table, and let me just put the light mode there because yeah, a lot more better this way. And then we're going to make it according to this one, right? So there are some examples here, and also the thing that we need to fill out here. So to make pivot table, you can either go insert and pivot table or use the recommended pivot table. For this, it's basically like the recommended one from the Excel itself. But if you want to do a custom one, you can just go ahead and do the pivot table and use the yeah, for this case I already have the sort all right over here, so I'm just going to put it there and make sure that you put it in like an empty space or something like that. In this case, I'm going to put it right over here. So yeah, and it will actually appear like that. So this is how the pivot table fields look like. So there are some fields here which actually the part of, well, basically in the data right over here, the set of data, stuff like that. And then the thing is that for the pivot table, you can actually choose which data that you want to show. Like example here, I need to figure out the total time of the lecture and stuff like that for these lectures here. All right, in this case for the pivot table here, so you just need to drag and drop the fields here to the corresponding areas here, like the filters, columns, rows, and values. Like for example here, the name of the lecture would be the rows here. Let me just put the pengajar right here, rows, and it will automatically appear like that, mate. So yeah, it depends on what you want to show and where you put it and stuff like that. If I were to put it like in the columns, it's going to become a column, something like that. You know the deal. So yeah, put it in the rows, yeah. And then for the semester, we're going to put it in columns because we're just going to make sure that it's going to be like that and stuff like that. Semester right here, put in columns, and it will appear like that. So yeah, and for the amount of the lecture here, are you assuming that I'm going to put the pengajar again, like how many times they have to do the lecture and stuff like that for this semester? And I'm going to put in the value, which is going to give us the values according to the database. It's as simple as that, I think. And moving on to the next one. This one is about the amount of classes. Once again, I'm going to make the pivot table right here. We're going to insert a new pivot table because why not? Accessing worksheet and put it right beside the table right over there. Let me just move it there and right. So we need the well, according to the days and also the hours. So let me just put the say the phrase would be in the days. So let me just put the days in a row. All right, just like that. And then this one is the hour. So let me just put there in the columns, just like so. And then the classes. So the class, I assume it's going to be in the class, the parallel class, like the A, B, C class and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to put it like that, I think. Put the thing right over here as values, and or I should appear like that, which shows the total of the amount of classes and stuff like that for the hour and also the day. Right, for this case right here, there are like two things right here, the days and also the rooms for the classes here. So in this case, you need to use filter, this filter right here. So let me just create another pivot table. Yes, all right. Another pivot table. Let me just do it again. Existing worksheet, and let me just put it, say, I'm going to put it right over here, because why not? Just like so. And then for this, we need to kind of like have a filter right here. So you can actually filter out the days here. So let me just put it right over here. That's going to make the filter right there. And then the ruang, the rooms, would be in the rows, just like that. I'm going to kind of like remake this table right here. And then the semester, which put the semester on columns. And I assume that it's, well, there's no like the instruction like this one right here, class, right? There's no like instruction of what I need to put as a value. So I'm just going to assume that it's about how many times the class is going to be used throughout the semester, throughout these semesters and stuff like that. So yeah, that's actually my first assumption of it. I don't know if my proctor would actually think that it's correct or not, but yeah, let's just do that. So I'm just going to put the rung again right on the values and count the rung, right? So yeah, again, it will actually count the rung. And actually, if you want to kind of like find the average, things like that, you can actually change the thing by using the value field settings, and then you can actually you can choose the type of summary that you want to show. Like for example here, there are like sum, count, average, max, min, etc., etc. Okay, so that's it for the pivot table. So apparently it's kind of like an easy way for you to show your data, especially when it's kind of like automatically appears or processed based on what kind of data that you want to show by using the fields right here, and also putting them in the corresponding areas like this. It's just going to be like that, right? And then this is going to be the result of it. It looks kind of like interesting matrix thingy, but yeah. So anyway, that's it for this video about the pivot table here. Thanks so much for watching, and then yeah, see you in the next assignment, mate.